I mean, again, you've been doing this a long time. I've been asking a lot of coaches about, you sort of just got into it, but what are some of the tweaks or the improvements that you've made in your coaching practice, whether it's logistically, tools, or even just your approach to coaching and working with people, that were, I don't know, that you might look back on as like major turning points where things started to really click, whether it's recent or going back?
Yeah. One of the biggest ones was about, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, where I created multiple plans. So I used to have just twice a month. I mean, that was just, it felt like enough. It felt like the right pace. I was very comfortable. And every now and then someone would say, I just want like a monthly check-in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like coaching. So go talk to someone else. Because it just didn't feel like the same thing. And eventually I introduced a 1 call a month plan. And then I had others who were like, I want every week. How do I get, I want more of this. I want to keep, like, you're giving me stuff to push on. I'm turning it around the next day. And so I introduced, 4 times a month or every week call. And just having those options, right? Creating those options, a playlist that goes, we can do 4, we can do 2, we can do 1. Really allowed some people to step in at 1 and then climb to 2 and then climb to 4.
Mm-hmm.
People who said, no, I want to start at 4. And then after 2 months, I'd like to back down to 2. And you go, all of that is fine, right? So that was helpful. And then I think every 2 to 3 years, someone will say, can I have you be on a daily call? and and
Really?
and I go, okay, yeah, that's way more money.
Yeah.
But this one guy was like, I want to do 30 minutes every night at 10 p.m. And I'm like, that slot is open, right? Like, there's nobody that wants to talk to me at 10 p.m. And he was in another part of the world, and it was Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. for half an hour,
Wow.
and it was that way for a year, right? But that single coaching client was doing, like 15K a month or something, and you're just like,
Incredible.
okay, that's like, if you want, right?
Yeah.
But what you discover is, and I've said this before, and I'll keep repeating myself. It's never about you,
Yep.
right? You think I have material and I have insight and I have expertise. It's never about you. It is always about them. And so they may say, I do better in the morning than the evening, or they may say I do better in the evening than the morning, or they may say I need every single week, or they may say I need just once a month check-in. Whatever it is, it was the paradigm shift, and it started me just, I knew it's all about them, but over time you start realizing that it's all about them really affects every part of your practice. And so eventually you get to this place where you're like, yeah, let me craft packages that make sense for you.
I
I
mean,
don't
this is a,
announce
sorry, go ahead.
I don't announce the everyday call one on anywhere, right?
Sure.
Like, someone has to come clamor for it. But I do create multiple steps, in a product ladder so that people can decide where they want to be.
Hey, just a quick break to tell you about Clarityflow. It's the software tool loved by coaches and their clients for communicating asynchronously in threaded conversations using video, audio, or text. My team and I designed Clarityflow for the modern day coach. It lets you give clients a single place to engage with you and all that you offer through your coaching business. Run coaching groups, cohorts, and communities using our Spaces feature. Create interactive courses using our Programs feature. Build your coaching library with templates and reusable content. And sell access to your coaching programs with subscriptions or one-time payments. Customize colors and connect your domain to give clients a fully branded experience. You can use Clarityflow on the web or our mobile apps for iPhone, iPad, or Android. And connect any other apps using our Zapier integration. Start with a free trial or request a personalized demo and consultation by going to clarityflow.com. Yeah, I mean, I've heard you speak about this idea of like a product ladder and pricing and packaging in all sorts of products, right? But I am interested about, in as we start to wrap up here, like um, maybe on that same note, like how have you handled like packaging and pricing your coaching? Like, do you do things where like I've seen really different ways coaches handle this. Some are just like, session by session, as you need it, go, turn it on, turn it off. There are others who do sort of a commitment, others who sell it in a package of 4 sessions or a quarterly set or whatever it might be. How do you think about those different things? And, you've spoken a lot about taking pricing and packaging and matching it to a type of customer segment, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you think about that, like in your coaching?
Yeah. It's absolutely right on. And I will tell you that I have a 3-month commitment that is part of all my programs, right? Like when you're signing up, you need to sign up for 3 months because I can't do magic. Like we can't have, I will try every time to have one call and knock it out of the park. But at the end of the day, my insight is 1/10 of the equation. The other 9/10 is your execution. So even if I give you the insight, you do nothing with it. It's not gonna change everything. And so I have this 3-month minimum. I have never once held someone to that 3-month minimum. If they're 2 months in and they realize I'm not ready to make these changes, can I pause? Or something cataclysmic happens in their business, their partner exits the business, and now they're like, I don't have time for this. I just have to survive,
But at least like the assumption is we're gonna go for at least 3 months.
So what I do is I work with the assumption and I anchor on the assumption, but I never hold any. There's no written agreement that says you owe me the 3rd month if you quit after 2, right? I've never held anyone to that, but I'm just trying to anchor them to. It takes a little bit. It takes a quarter to see the adjustments and the ramifications of that. I am a huge fan of microsegmentation and packaging and pricing that go with it. What I know is that where you are in the stage of your business impacts where you can, what you can pay and what you're doing. So I'm most comfortable if you have crossed the $500,000 a year revenue line and you're not yet at the $20-25 million line, right? If you're in that space, you can pay my fees and we can give you real leverage and you can move forward. So what happens if you're under that? Like you're making 200 grand and you're trying to get to 500 grand and you need help. So completely separate from my coaching plans, I created the over at Clarity, which is Clarity.fm, right? An old Dan Martell business that he sold. At Clarity FM, I do transactional calls. And
you do that? I didn't know you were on Clarity FM.
Oh yeah. I think I'm still like I've slowed down the last year or two, but up about 3 years ago, I was the 2nd or 3rd most called person on that network.
Oh wow.
And so
what are those like? Like do you get totally new people who never heard of you, or do people like who know you like seek you out on there?
Well, both. Half and half. Well, actually, probably 2/3 don't know me. They just find me through Clarity. The other 1/3 get routed over there when they ping me and I go, here are my plans. And if this, with no shame, if this is too expensive, there's a per minute service at Clarity.fm that you can sign up for and we can book a call. Now, the booking of the call is totally at my discretion. It's not, I'm not rushing to fit that. Like I'll put it in and be like, oh, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. because I have nothing going on at that point. It's also discontinuous, meaning if you call me and we do a call and then you call 3 weeks later and like, you remember me? And I'm like, no, I don't, right? Which is very different than when I get involved in my coaching clients. So I draw that segment line and I go, if you're below this may be really economical for you. And there's no shame in that. But also it's transactional. You're not going to get Clarityflow access to me. There's no asynchronous. You're not connecting to my network. You're not invited to my conferences. Like coaching has its privileges. This is a transactional piece.
Yep.
On average, those calls may be like $200, right? And so if you're paying $10 a minute and you do a 20-minute call, $200 versus thousands, you're like, this is a bargain. And you go,
yeah, that's
great.
Good for like a quick quick take on something.